In the heart of Jordan's rugged desert landscape lies a wonder that defies imagination. Petra, the rose-red city carved from living rock. Here, in these towering cliffs of red and pink sandstone, an ancient civilization crafted one of humanity's most remarkable achievements, a testament to human ingenuity that would remain hidden from the world for centuries. As dawn breaks over the desert, shafts of golden light pierce the narrow walls of the Sika, a natural gorge that serves as the gateway to this lost city. For nearly a mile, this winding pathway draws visitors deeper into the earth, its walls rising hundreds of feet overhead. The ancients transformed this natural canyon into an engineered marvel, with water conduits carved into its very walls, sustaining life in this harsh desert realm. These channels, still visible today, speak of a civilization that didn't merely survive in the desert, they mastered it. Then, at the moment when the gorge seems endless, it happens. The first glimpse of Al-Khazni, the treasury. This 130-foot-high masterpiece emerges like a mirage, its intricate classical facade glowing pink in the morning sun. 2,000 years ago, the Nabataean craftsmen who created this monument didn't build it. They revealed it, carving down through the living rock with astounding precision. The treasury's facade, adorned with Hellenistic columns, friezes, and a magnificent urn at its crown, represents the pinnacle of Nabataean architectural achievement. But the treasury is merely the overture to Petra's grand symphony. Beyond lies a vast city carved into the mountainside, hundreds of tombs, a massive 7,000-seat amphitheater, temples, and monumental stairways. The Nabataeans, masters of water engineering, transformed this arid canyon into a thriving metropolis of 20,000 souls. Their sophisticated water conduit system, with its channels, ceramic pipes, and reservoirs, protected the city from flash floods while providing year-round water security. This ingenious system included dams, cisterns, and aqueducts that would rival those of Rome. The street of facades stretches before us, its row upon row of Nabataean tombs showcasing the evolution of their architectural style. Each facade tells a story of wealth, of status, of artistic innovation. Here, Greek and Roman influences merge with local traditions, creating a unique architectural language that speaks across millennia. The tomb interiors, though stripped bare by the passage of time, still bear traces of elaborate burial chambers where the Nabataean elite began their journey to the afterlife. High above the valley floor stands the monastery, Ad-Dir, reached by an arduous climb of 800 steps cut into the mountain itself. This massive structure, even larger than the treasury, rewards those who make the ascent with its stark grandeur. Its simple, powerful lines seem to grow naturally from the rock face, demonstrating the Nabataean architect's supreme understanding of scale and proportion. From its plateau, one can see far into the Arabian desert, understanding why this site held such strategic importance. The royal tombs stand as silent sentinels along the cliff face, their weathered facades still bearing traces of the natural pink and red bands that gave Petra its poetic nickname. The palace tomb, the Corinthian tomb, the silk tomb, and the urn tomb each represents the apex of Nabataean craftsmanship. The silk tomb, in particular, displays stunning swirls of color in its rock face, where mineral-rich sandstone creates patterns that resemble flowing fabric frozen in stone. At its height in the 1st century BC, Petra was the crown jewel of the Nabataean kingdom, commanding vital trade routes that connected Arabia, Africa, and the Mediterranean. Caravans laden with incense, silk, and spices pass beneath these very cliffs, their merchants finding refuge in this hidden city. The Nabataeans grew wealthy from their control of these trade routes, and more importantly, from their mastery of desert water management, selling water to passing caravans at premium prices. The great temple complex, still under excavation, reveals the true sophistication of Nabataean urban planning. Its colonnaded streets, public fountains, and grand stairways speak of a city that rivaled the greatest metropolises of the ancient world. Recent discoveries suggest that this was not just a religious structure, but also served as a center of civic life, where the city's leaders would gather to make decisions that affected the entire kingdom. Yet time and nature would conspire against Petra. A series of devastating earthquakes shook its foundations. Trade routes shifted as maritime commerce grew in importance. The Romans came, absorbing the Nabataean kingdom into their empire in 106 AD. While they added their own monuments to the city, Petra's glory began to fade. As Christianity spread across the region, many of the tomb facades were converted into churches, their pagan symbols replaced with crosses. Eventually, the city was abandoned to the desert winds. For over 1,000 years, Petra slept, known only to local Bedouin tribes, until Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt rediscovered it in 1812, disguised as an Arab pilgrim. His descriptions of the rose-red city captured the imagination of the Western world, leading to a flood of explorers, artists, and archaeologists eager to uncover Petra's secrets. Today, archaeologists continue to make remarkable discoveries. Ground-penetrating radar reveals entire buildings still buried beneath the sand. A massive pool complex, recently unearthed, suggests that the Nabataeans created elaborate pleasure gardens in the heart of the desert. Each discovery adds another chapter to the story of this remarkable place, where human ingenuity and artistic vision transformed bare rock into architectural poetry. As night falls over Petra, thousands of candles illuminate the Seek, casting dancing shadows on walls that have witnessed millennia of human history. In these moments, one can almost hear the echoes of ancient footsteps, the calls of merchants, the whispered prayers of pilgrims, all those who came before us to this rose-red city, half as old as time itself. This is Petra, not just a monument to human achievement, but a testament to the eternal dialogue between human ambition and the raw canvas of nature. In its soaring cliffs and hidden chambers, we find a reminder that the greatest works of art sometimes simply wait within the stone, ready to be revealed by those with the vision to see them. As we stand before these ancient walls, we become part of an unbroken chain of witnesses to one of humanity's greatest achievements, a city that continues to inspire and amaze, millennia after its creators first looked upon these cliffs and saw, within them, the possibility of greatness.